What's going on, everybody? I'm Tank, and this is another episode of Roadie Reactions.
Get with this.
In today's reaction video, I'm going to be checking out something that I've wanted to for a while now. And I actually tried to once before. Now, the first time I watched the video that we're about to watch again, about 20 seconds into it, it just hit me that the sound quality was not that good, and it was not what I wanted as a first impression of this band. It's also not what I wanted to put across on one of my videos. So I went with something else, but I'm glad I did because I still loved that video as well. And recently, our friend Colty on our Discord server hit me up and was like, have you ever thought about putting the studio audio from the CD under that live performance and see if it works? And I was like, huh. They do play to a click track, and they do have tracks, so it would make sense that that studio audio would line up with the live performance. I was like, you know what? Great idea. I'm going to try that. And he actually messaged me back and was like, well, if you're interested, I already did it for you. And he sent me the video, and that's what we're going to check out today. He guaranteed me it sounds great, and I trust him, so I'm excited. So what you're about to see is the actual live footage from Wacken, and the audio is going to be from the CD, so it's going to be good quality. So if it doesn't line up or it looks weird at times, blame Colty, not me. I will link this original video in the description below. Today, I'm once again listening to Amorphis, and for the first time, hearing the B live at Wacken 2018. Let's go! Oh, I remember hearing this intro, how just awesome this sounded. Hold on, he's got the crowd audio in there. He spent some time on this. Oh, great stage setup. If this is the intro from the CD version of this, this has got to be like the opening track on the CD, I would imagine. This is a huge buildup. Oh my god! Dude, that opening scream got me. Holy shit. The first time I watched this, I stopped right about at that point where he started screaming because I thought that the audio wasn't good, but holy hell, man. There's going to be a lot to talk about in this one. They got a great stage setup. I just headbanged through that whole intro and missed a lot of shit because I was into that. So let's go.
Blood is roads, so elite.
I had to just remind myself that this is the studio audio. Colty, good job. This is matching up perfectly. This is the sound I need with the visuals. So right off the bat, we talked about that set, man. Massive backdrop hanging in the back there. And I like the setup that they have with the risers. So what you're seeing with the drum and key riser, those are probably 8x8 risers, probably split into two. So 8x4s that they just stack up together, and then legs on each corner. And then what you're seeing on the front is probably just a vinyl skirt that's Velcroed to the front of that. That's what a lot of people do. And then connecting the two risers, you've got lower risers, which are the same things. They're just same platforms, interlocked together, and they're just lower so they can get up there and walk around and stuff. And then they've got the scrims on the outside and some other stuff. This looks killer, man. We'll get into some more instruments here in a little bit. Seeing as it's still light out in this performance, I doubt we're going to see a lot of special effects in terms of like pyrotechnics or cryo or anything like that, but we'll see. Dude, I gotta stop in the middle of that. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is about this song. I don't know if it was the build up or just the way it's going. It's like get me some feels, man. I want to start that part over just because I stopped it. But I love his voice, man. I'm a little disappointed, not at them. The microphone that he was using in the Death of a King video, everybody said that he uses that microphone live, so I was really curious to see how he would do that, but it looks like he's just using a standard mic. At a lot of these festivals, it's pretty common to see Shure products, but a band like this, they're probably carrying their own audio package. From the shape of the mic, it kind of looked like a Sennheiser or an Audix, but I'm not sure. I'm not an audio guy. I can't pick it out that well, but let's hear this part again. All right, so before the solo, I need to correct myself. In the middle, it's actually a step up. It's not just one riser bridge. I saw multiple levels. Let's talk some gear. Drummer, I saw that he's using Sabian cymbals, one of the bigger manufacturing companies in the world for cymbals. I don't see any logos on his kit. Usually you see that on the front of the kick drum, and I haven't really gotten a good look anywhere else because of those camera angles, but his hardware rack looks like a Pearl rack. So I'm not sure, but if I had to take a guess, I'd say he's probably a Pearl Europe artist. The keyboard player was using a Nord Electro 5. He also had a smaller Nord on top of that, and the one on his side, I couldn't tell what it was. So along with tracks, he's probably doing a lot of the sounds you're hearing as well. Bass player is playing one of my favorite basses. It is a Gibson Thunderbird. The Thunderbird is one of the older basses on the market. I believe Gibson made that in the early 60s. It's probably a Thunderbird 4. And it's probably a newer one, if I had to guess. The pickups on it don't look like the pickups that Gibson usually puts in there. They actually look like the ones that Epiphone puts in their Thunderbirds. But they also could be, customs. Like, well, not customs. I mean, he custom modded it. Could be another company like Seymour Duncan or something like that. So we'll talk about guitars after this. might be, I think, the first time I saw the audio not match up with his performance at all. And it's only because in the audio he holds that scream and there he didn't. Probably, you know, live needs the breath. But I love his voice. Might be one of my, like, new favorite voices. For me, obviously, he's not new, but... guitar-wise, both guitar players are rocking ESP Eclipses. I love those guitars. I actually have an LTD Eclipse up there. They feel great. One of my favorite body styles, very reminiscent of the Les Paul. Judging by the looks of it, I would guess that these guys are probably ESP exclusive artists. I probably talked about that in the Death of a King video, but it's been like 2 months and I can't remember. But they are definitely custom guitars. You can tell by the inlays that are going on there. There's some custom artwork. Just the layout of the whole guitar screams custom model. So that's super cool, man. And they're both playing the exact same thing, probably just with different hardware and, you know, whatever their string preferences and stuff like that. Let's go. Sounded like there was some throat singing going on in the background there. Or possibly a didgeridoo. Sounds like throat singing. Dude, what a chorus. Colty, that was a fantastic job with that, man. That was perfect. Dude, when I get my audio setup going and I start doing like guitar playthroughs and learning how to do stuff on streams and stuff, that's the first thing I'm learning on a guitar, man. Let's go talk about it. That was the quality of Amorphis that I needed to hear, man. That was absolutely killer. I absolutely loved it. And as I said in the video, I think that might be my favorite voice in metal that I've heard in a while, man. His singing voice, his growling, everything is just huge, man. And I really love the musicality of this band. You know, I've only heard 2 songs, but I've loved them both. And this just like reminded me I need to get back to this more, because it has been a while since I first did Amorphis on this channel, and I just need more and more and more. So thank you to everybody that recommended this one, because this one was recommended a lot. And thank you very much to Colty. That was perfect, man. That was absolutely awesome. I appreciate the time that you put into that, because it was great. Even the little things with putting the crowd volume back in there, man, perfect. So thank you everybody once again. And if this is your first time here, feel free to click subscribe. I release new videos all the time, so if you turn your alerts on, you'll be notified the second new stuff comes out. If you liked this video, I would greatly appreciate the like, as it does help the channel out a lot. And if you disliked it, no worries, you're free to click dislike and move along. I'm on a ton of different social media platforms. I have a Discord server. I stream on Twitch all the time. I'll put all those links in the description below. And my handle on everything social media related is at TankTheTech. Thank you so much once again for watching. I will be back very soon with another episode of Roadie Reactions.